everybody, welcome back to the Council of Reeds. I'm Dylan, here with Jason.
Yeah.
Newton.
Hello.
Fabi.
Hey.
And Dave.
Yay! I'd like to thank the 5 people or 6 people that bought stuff from me at the fair.
What fair is that, Dave? You got to explain for the people.
Oh, I went to Collecticon in Penrith.
Yep.
Bit far away from everything, but it was great.
Yep.
And I'll be back there next time. The best thing I bought
Oh, yes.
was actually off this gentleman across from me.
I don't know if they can hear you that far away from the microphone.
It's a FHM with Catherine Bell. Yay!
Buy that? You just said I want that one, so I gave it to you.
Yeah, I bought it for the price of free.
It's not just that. It's a Blondes vs Brunettes edition.
Oh.
It's a fold-out cover, bro.
But yes, if you don't know who Catherine Bell is,
I don't know who Catherine Bell is.
Really?
If you want to blast from the
you
past,
missed out,
check
son.
out who the blonde is. Remember Caprice from the Pizza Hut ads?
Oh, yes, I do.
yeah.
Oh, Caprice.
She's good to know Catherine Bell.
No, she ain't no Catherine.
So Catherine Bell
Yes.
became famous in Jag,
Especially that
which
Australian
was like
episode.
a Navy
I know the
police.
show.
Oh, the Australian episode.
Blue Bikini.
Oh, blue bikini.
Catherine Bell's also in Bruce Almighty
Yes.
as the
Oh,
newsreader.
okay.
Yeah. Don't...
Oh.
And yeah, she was especially in FHM and Ralph at the time. Yeah. Which, in our younger days,
For Him magazine.
pre-internet, we take what we can get.
Yep.
How do you use a magazine?
I'll show you.
All right, let's move along from that.
And for people watching,
No, I don't need to look.
I was also at the con
You don't wanna
today,
touch that.
and I sold a bunch of shit. But the best thing I purchased was sitting right in front of you there. That big Jimi Hendrix in front of you there.
James.
Sensational. No, Jimmy.
James.
No, James.
James
Jimmy.
Hendrix.
Jimmy boy. Yeah, and recommend that. Like, it is a little bit far out, but like, was 3 massive hauls worth of collectibles. There was anything and everything you wanted. If you want cosplay crap as well, there was all that kind of stuff. There's people with slabs. There was actually Pops there. Did you see Pops there, Dave?
Oh,
It's amazing.
only a little
What a
bit.
shock. I know, eh? But yeah, no, so much stuff. It was like $7 to get in. The next one out in Penrith is in November. Yeah, if you're looking for some good bargains, just some good pickups, or even some good collectibles, I'd recommend checking it out.
I definitely think it's the best of the
Yeah.
collector fairs.
I think Campbelltown's next, but I would
Because it's
like,
the same people.
Yeah,
but
same
the
people.
Venue, just the size.
The size and the scope of it, they've really nailed it out there. So yeah, I'd recommend checking it out.
Awesome. All right, Dave. Before we get into everything,
What?
you don't even have it here, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Where is it?
Well, it's
Yeah,
right
yeah,
there.
it's not
next.
here on you.
No, that's not it. That's Doom.
Oh, well, I left it here on purpose.
It's in the back.
So piggybacking.
Well prepared for your segment, Dave.
So I ran out of
It's
bootlegs
his
last
segment.
week, but because
I found one at home, but I thought Dave had one, so I left it.
Yeah,
We've got
leave
another
it.
one next week.
Yeah,
Pick it
yeah,
back
keep
up.
going.
So what is this?
It's a bootleg pop.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll take pictures.
How do you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, if you look at the print of the cardboard,
Big black square, big black square gives it away.
yeah, oh, there's
Oh,
definitely a
like-
barcode there.
Have a close look, like just at the print everywhere.
Yeah.
Like
Actually,
Oh,
okay.
fuzzy?
There's a
it's-
barcode on the
it
bottom.
looks like someone printed that. Like,
Yeah,
on
yeah.
their- at
The
home.
figure itself looks okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, look at
Okay.
the colouring.
The pop is
Yeah, like,
passable.
if the box was fine, you probably wouldn't
Yeah.
tweak. You'd just be like, I got a dud one, right?
Like compared to modern pops, it's pretty rough. I feel.
Yeah.
Modern pops are pretty clean.
The first time
the goatee paints off and
this
yeah.
pop first came out about 3 years ago, it was like vaulted, and like legit, you get it for like $100, maybe towards 200. But yeah,
How much
I
I
got
this one for?
like $25. I knew it was gonna
Yeah,
be
of course.
like,
vaulted.
yeah.
What does that mean?
It means they're never going to make it again, but they'll make heaps of other versions of it. So it's
So
like,
do you have the original version?
yes, I do. I tried finding it, but I couldn't find it.
So,
Oh, so
you
you
may
don't-
have it.
No, I definitely have it.
Oh, so you only bought this one to maybe flip it at $25. Is that what you're telling
Just
us?
in case.
Oh, it feels legit. I was
Yeah.
like, God,
Yeah, yeah,
here we
yeah.
go.
100%.
So you got.
I just thought you were like, hey,
Oh, I was prepared.
bootleg, it's $25.
I was prepared to be.
I don't want to spend 100, but I understand what's happening now, Dave.
Dave.
Silly me!
Dave's at play.
Silly me.
But yes, this is your bootleg of the week. Ta-da.
No.
What?
Oh, you gotta remind me.
Okay.
Okay. We don't have much to talk about this week, but it
Ah,
looks
it's a
of
bit
it.
small.
Our featured comics: Superman Space Age #1.
Book of the week.
Holy
Plenty to
cow!
talk about in that.
Phenomenal.
Holy cow! Ant-Man #1.
That was good.
Two retro books and two great books.
Yeah.
Yes.
man.
We got 60s out this week.
Classic.
Couple trailers. Pinocchio by
Pinocchio.
Del Toro, not the Disney one. That looks really boring. The one that actually looks interesting.
Like full stop motion.
Yeah, looks great. Trailer for Samaritan, Sylvester Stallone movie.
That looks great, but geez, there was a tonal shift in that trailer. Woo!
Got a featurette release for She-Hulk, we'll talk about as well. And my film flashback for this week, Bicentennial Man.
Good film.
Apologies.
Good one.
I didn't really watch it.
That's right.
I'll watch it.
forgive
I'll
you.
watch it for you though.
I'll forgive you this time.
This time, yay.
Only this time.
This time, Gabe.
This time.
All right, let's get into the comics. Superman, Space Age. I'd like to point out that even the logo is old school. You see the U? It's got
The angles.
the angled on the bottom of the U, because the modern Superman logo is like curved. That's how old school it is.
Nerd! Love it.
They're committed.
That's good.
Yes.
Well, you can see the care has been taken with this book. It is pretty.
It's a chunky book.
Oh man,
yes.
dude,
Takes a long time to read, but you feel. It's not like you're like, hurry up and finish. You know, sometimes you get a long book and you like that.
You got a good. You get your stories worth. You get
Yeah.
your money's worth.
I think I only had 6 books this week between that, Spidey, and the
yeah.
Hollows. Holy shit!
there's some reading there.
There's some reading.
Yeah.
So for the people at home that don't know what it's about, and me because I didn't read it, what's it
I was
about?
hoping you were going to tell us, Dave.
It is basically
we can
the
all tell you were
origin of not just Superman, but the Justice League of America set during the 60s, 50s kind of era.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's kind of like,
It's dating it.
that's right. It's kind of like Spider-Man Life Story, I thought.
Very similar.
Because
very
it's got
similar. I
real
think.
world stuff happening in the background, and you see glimpses of these other characters in the side. Obviously, not quite the same because with
It's-
Life Story, every issue was a different decade.
Correct,
It's not
correct.
going to be like that.
No.
But it ages in real time in itself because
Yes.
you've got the 85 stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it sort of leads into what Crisis is going to be with Pariah.
Yeah.
That's what ends in 85, and that was all Crisis.
I just thought 85 and this was Nuclear War.
Done with the Pariah stuff. It's
Well, at the
Crisis,
beginning,
it's
it doesn't look like missiles. I think it's like,
Yeah, that's true.
like asteroids or something.
Yeah.
So good. Well, the Pariah bit was great.
yeah.
Seeing him in such a
It's a
retro sort of style,
Yeah.
and he's that was my favorite as a fan. My favorite bit in the book probably was that pub scene where Superman says that he said this is gonna happen, this is gonna happen. Oh, America's gonna be invaded by
By
insects or
excellent.
earworms, just as the Beatles are on and Sutherland for the
Sutherland,
first
yeah.
time. I was like, oh, that is nice.
I also like the way it didn't, like, you knew where it was dated by just things going on in the background, and also just little snippets. It wasn't straight out. It was very well
So
put
you had
together.
the Kennedy assassination and
Oh,
everything.
and that we've been talking about all week the
Lois
Lois
stuff?
stuff.
Oh,
And just
man.
how she was introduced, it fits with the time,
Yes.
right? Like she was just a fluff reporter
Yeah.
because that's
She's a female.
That's just
Yeah.
how it was back then.
Veronica
But
Corningstone.
she was the only one in the state.
Yep.
She covered the story and she knocked it out of the park.
Yep.
That was a great way to introduce Lois.
Definitely. And everything around Lois from there as well was really good. Her talking about her duty and everything
Yeah.
like that. And also just the hero thing is not always, and that was the bit with Hal later about you may not be worthy, but you're here.
That
It's
was
not always the
great.
hero is the best and the brightest. It's the person that stands up and is there and is can be counted on. I thought that was really good.
I love the dad stuff with Superman with Park Kent.
Oh,
Jor-El.
The war shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
and then the war.
That was
as well.
heavy.
But yes,
Yes.
both
Yes.
sides of it.
Yeah.
The dad side, like the dadness of it, especially. I really felt that Jor-El stuff was excellent. I really don't read that much Superman stuff because I find him boring as shit. I'm sorry, Dave.
No, well,
No.
it's easier to do that.
But-
it's hard to
He's
write.
an excellent
But-
character,
Yeah.
but few and far between.
And few and far between, and also the other side around it is you're only as good as your antagonists and
Yes.
your villains. Even though there are some good villains, it only stretches so far. But the depth of the storyline and the background of the other people, beautiful.
Well, the thing with Superman also is most of his stories, most of the good ones, are kind of just light and fun. And if, you're not going to get much out of most of them.
Because it's hard when the dude can do just about everything.
Yes. And he does have, I reckon he has heaps of really good villains.
Yes.
But the amount of good stories he has, not that much.
That's the hard part.
Yeah.
What I loved about, like, him getting shot down, spoilers with bits and pieces, but him getting shot down and stumbling across the fortress.
Yes.
And then seeing all the shit, and then like, and really
what?
well that,
Yeah, that was
but
cool.
really respect him as the person as well. Like, I'm not ready yet. Like,
Yeah.
a normal, not normal, but someone else could have just grabbed the mantle, taken the suit, and off you went. But no, I'm not ready yet.
Yeah,
I need
yeah.
to learn. I need to grow.
Because
That's
Ma
Park
had
Kent.
sent.
Yep.
Had put those right things in his head. Bloody oath. Yeah, it was.
I think the biggest problem, especially in the last sort of 10, 15 years with Superman, has been they've thought he's old and fuddy-duddy and the, big blue boy scout, whatever.
Yep.
And they've tried to really ramp up the alien aspect instead of the farm boy. Clark Kent is the character.
That's right.
And you're like, he's boring. Man, look what Marvel did in the movies with Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
That's how you got to treat him.
I can't believe, just looking. Like, you remember before MCU, Captain America. People laughed at Captain America.
We did.
Yeah.
And Iron Man. They
Yeah.
were D tier characters in the books.
Yes. Well, because Cap, especially, if you'd never read him, you just see the flag.
Yeah.
America, yeah.
Patriotism. That's it.
Which was never the
Right,
case.
right. No, 100%.
But
Look how
perception,
goofy that is.
Yeah.
He's wrapped in the flag, but now
people understand.
people accept him as like he leads the Avengers. It's not Iron Man. It's Cap. And
Even just the little bits in this, like when he's leaving on the train and gets the hats
Oh,
and
that was
stuff.
awesome.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
so cool. I really, really enjoyed this book.
And there's a couple little cameos as well. You've got like was it Otis and Miss
Yes.
Testmaster
Yes.
from the
Yes.
movies? They're kind of in the corner, and I think Dr. Sivana's in there.
Oh,
He's not named, but there's a guy, and he looks like Dr. Savannah.
Okay.
He's got a big giant head and glasses.
and it's like at the bar, it's like Beppo or
Bebo.
whatever.
Yeah,
Bebo?
Bebo.
Yeah.
Silas Stone.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was so cool.
Yes, that was great.
The Cyborg's
books.
dad.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, sorry, there's the other guy. Yeah, with
And yes, Silas and Pariah and the Anti-Monitor showing up. It's just so trippy seeing these characters that came out after this kind of era in that style.
Yes, yes,
it's like
yes.
trippy and cool.
Yeah. Well,
Cool to see.
I love the Aurids.
Oh,
no, just
great.
knows Mike. Aurids. They're a team. Their art is fantastic.
Because
I'm
Mike's
a big
art
fan.
don't work without Laura's colours.
Absolutely
Yeah.
not.
the only thing I will say is, and I love Allred's penciling at the start. Clark looked like when he's in bed, he looked like a man. He didn't look
Yes.
like a teenager. I'm
Yeah.
I
like,
mean, but if you're working on the farm,
And he's a
you're going to grow up
Kryptonian.
pretty hard.
no, I know,
You're going to be
but
a big, strong dude.
But yeah, you
No,
want to
but
be
he-
more Superboy. Like, there's no difference in him and then 2 years later.
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
He,
I
doesn't,
didn't-
he
I
doesn't
didn't-
look like he's not a boy, but he's not a teenager
Yes,
there.
yes.
Yeah, I thought he
He's
was
an
like an
alien.
adult.
So did I.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
why are
yeah.
you in the dad? Like, why is your dad in your room? Oh, it's a school paper. Oh, okay, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
So besides that, the
The art is fantastic.
is fantastic,
It is fantastic.
and the Luther. Holy
Oh man,
shit!
Lex is great.
What is going on there?
Let's just
bro.
bomb him.
Build an underground for the...
City.
The backdrop? Oh, that was
Oh,
gold.
roll that up. We might want to keep that for later.
Yes.
Far out.
Like, that was some of the best Luther I've read in a long
Yeah,
time.
absolutely.
Um,
I was a little miffed that freaking Batman takes him down, but whatever.
yeah. But can we go into the Batman? How good was the Batman?
Batman's
And that's what I. Yeah,
Excellent.
that's who I mixed up with Cyborg's dad.
Oh.
Where he was talking about the off the book stuff.
Yeah.
Ah, beautiful. Also, we're back with Lois when she went and got arrested
Yes.
in the
Yeah.
jail.
Great.
That
So,
shit
like,
was excellent.
Thought I'd be intimidated. Like, I'm just getting a freaking story right here.
Yeah, you
Idiots.
give me what I wanted.
Yeah, I know
This
these
is
men
how
aren't
you get a
bad
damn
men.
reporter.
Yeah.
So
And
good.
like, what do you think? Like, they're not animals, man. Like,
Well,
especially I know.
I don't know.
but-
That's
yeah.
what they thought.
100% they thought dumb shits.
Man, no, the Batman stuff was great. Like, interesting that we see like the origin of Batman. Like,
Batman.
it's so different than a modern Batman since Miller. We've got
Yeah.
the alley and
Yeah.
the pearls, and he's well established as Bruce Wayne before. It's more
Yeah.
Iron Man-ish
Yeah.
than the
Yeah, like
Big time.
Him, competing for a military contract with Luther was pretty
Yes.
interesting.
It's the ears.
But then he's showing his friggin' batsuit, and then he reveals like I detested myself. I'm like,
Yes.
you just tell them you're Batman. Which
Batman
is-
doesn't exist
yeah.
yet, right? But yes, it was good. The house stuff.
House stuff was amazing.
Yeah, that was
like
great.
a really big twist on his origin.
Because
with
otherwise
Robinson.
you'd go with the big three first, and maybe someone down later. But you got the three who just sort of at the end, Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which makes sense. That's a good bring in.
But how it works in the context of the story.
For sure,
Bringing
timeline.
in, yes, and then what's happening in the story. That was great.
No, I could not recommend this book enough.
It's great.
I'm getting the trade for this for sure.
Whether you're a big DC fan, check it out.
Even if
you
you're
know
not,
what?
even if you're not, seriously,
100%.
if you
I think-
what was Allred's the last thing he did was the Silver Surfer?
No, he's doing excellent at the moment.
Yeah, but before that, Silver Surfer Black, wasn't it?
No, he's
No, it
not a
wasn't.
surfer with slot.
It was just Silver Surfer. Yeah.
What's the other thing he did recently then?
He's doing excellent at the moment.
Yeah,
The
no, I
X-Men
know
book.
that.
There was something.
There
yeah,
was something
I
else.
feel there was something.
Anyway,
There was the art book that came out a few years ago. I can't remember what it was called.
no, I thought something like in the last 6 to 8 months for Allred.
Yeah, I swear.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
know.
Anyway,
Yeah, such a great comic. Such a great comic.
And it's like his art style suits that period.
Oh,
'cause
for sure.
He's
It's
a big fan of
perfect.
60s.
Yeah.
It's just modern retro style.
Me too, talking really. The only thing maybe negative, 3 issues might not be enough.
was that all it is?
Straight away,
I thought it was
like,
gonna be 5.
man, I wish there was like a Batman space age and a Green Lantern
Yeah,
space
mate.
age.
You know
Like
what they tried to do, what they wanted to do with Earth 1? Like this, as a whole
Yeah.
mini
Well,
universe.
it depends how well this goes.
Of
They may have
course, of
just
course.
put another miniseries
Yeah.
down the line.
Yeah, like Ulrich's art, both of them. When they when Action 1000 came out, my favorite cover was the Ulrich
Yeah.
cover because it was a perfect Silver Age cover. It had the trade dress and everything. It was perfect, and dream come true to see them do Superman for real.
No, it's excellent, excellent.
Because yeah, like him, he gets that art period down. He knows.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of the time period, and like he's gone now. But Darwin Cook,
Yeah,
both of their art.
Yeah.
That's why I dig it, just because they've got that the love for that era,
Yeah.
and you can show in their art.
for sure.
It's great.
Ulrich's
I love the
definitely
art.
it's got like a kind of modernness to it as well.
Yes,
I
yes,
really
yes,
like.
yes. He's not aping, so to speak.
Yeah.
It's just heavily
Yeah.
influenced,
Yeah.
right? It's still got its modernness about it for sure.
Like yeah, and basically you can do modern actual books at the moment. They aren't just
Yeah.
like excellent.
Yeah,
It's a weird freaking book, which has nothing to do with X-Men,
yeah,
but it's a very modern book.
for sure. Speaking of a love letter to the 60s, though.
Oh,
man.
dude!
Ant-Man issue 1. My
Such a
God.
good book.
Stan Lee.
It's a Stanley love letter. Just how it's all written, the narration.
Huey
favorite-
and
almost
Tom
like-
Riley. Tom Riley, take a
Oh,
bow.
man, I
Yeah,
love
we've
on
almost
your
got 2
art.
Stan Lee love letters in this week's
Yeah.
books with Spidey coming up.
But like later on, like you got 3 panels. It's like tell us the Stone Age 47.
Yes.
See your Stone Age, like just 3 panels is like the same. Like see this issue, see that
And,
issue,
and
that
with the
issue.
talking heads in the
Yeah, I
bottom.
want
And the
to
back
read.
page.
Yeah, like
yeah,
they're the
yeah.
issues that we're talking about.
Yeah, so you can go.
What are they
ref-
called?
The antagonists.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're like,
So
oh, the
good.
only thing, like, where was the electric Al Ewing or something like that? You know what I mean? That's the only thing I thought it
Yeah,
lacked.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't done that for years.
Because it's not just, like, it's set, 60 styles, and the art, it's got that style, but it's just everything about it. It's the dialogue and the writing style. It's
You've
just
got
so
that-
the
60s.
settings, just
yeah.
the whole feel of it.
You've got that opening page that is kind of telling you what the story's
Yes.
about and like heaps of narration and
Yeah, so
I love
set
the
up-
narration
yeah.
in this. It was
the,
really
the
well
book
done.
ended by like the overall
The modern
yeah
or futuristic stuff, I
yeah
guess.
the overall reason for the book. But God, it was good.
Yeah, it was Hank Pym being a douchebag.
Yeah, so
Or
each,
righteous douchebag.
because it's a 4-part series, each is going to be spotlighting a different Ant-Man. So next is O'Grady, and then there'll be Scott Lang, and the future
I
guy.
love that Scott Lang was in
How
this book.
good was
So
that?
it's Eric
Yeah.
O'Grady.
Yes.
Who was he?
Eric O'Grady's the kid throwing popcorn
Oh,
at
is
you.
it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I had no idea either.
So good.
It's great.
You
So
fit
good.
both Scott and Eric in
Yeah.
here, and it fit. It didn't feel shoehorned.
didn't feel
in.
wedged at all.
Nah,
No.
you're just like, yep. So good. The cover alone is just look at that.
Yeah.
It just makes you want to buy it. But that was so good. Can't
It's
wait to see
amazing.
where that goes.
It was only a small week of books, but it was a bloody good week
quality.
of books. Yeah, definitely
It's
quality.
quality for sure. David, did you read Gambit?
Not that much.
Anybody else read Gambit?
No.
I read Gambit. So this is one of those Marvel flashbacky sort of books. So it's Claremont, back Claremont writing X-Men stuff set in the past. Can't really go wrong. So this is set in the time pre-Gambit joining the X-Men, where Storm has been de-aged and she's just a kid without memories. So they met each other, and that's how Gambit gets, when she gets her memories back and back to normal. I want to sponsor him to be a member. Anyway, so it's just thiefy stuff, Shadow King, just classic old school X-Men-y stuff. If you like your old X-Men, highly recommend.
Morlocks in this or not?
No.
Really? Okay. Cause,
Or the...
It's Gambit.
Yes.
Yeah.
They haven't been murdered yet.
Yes. Okay.
In the timeline. The massacre hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. But would Storm be under them yet or not?
No.
No.
Okay.
That would come later.
Alright. Yeah, I just need to.
Yeah, it was good.
I
it was
forget
good.
the timeline
Probably
of
read
events, but yeah.
Just classic. Claremont.
CC
Claremont
X-Men
X-Men
350.
Well, it's set before what?
Yeah. I know.
266 or whatever
Doing a
it
little
is. First is.
punchline thing.
So it's well before.
Cool.
Well before all that stuff. Good stuff.
Yep.
All right. Up next in the books, we got I Hate This Place.
I read that.
How was this, Dave?
Pretty
I didn't
good.
read this week. I forgot to take it.
It's a good climax coming up. They've hired an exorcist to deal with the house stuff, and he realizes this is in deep over his head.
Fair enough, too.
And he's like,
What's going on here?
he mentions it akin to Jurassic Park, where it's like, you know that bit in Jurassic Park where they see the dinosaurs for the first time? This is my Jurassic Park, when you see he's like,
And Samuel
creatures
kind of
around.
has like a bit of a seizure with his glasses.
yeah. But yeah, good climax, and can't wait to see what happens in the next issue.
You said it twice in the con too. Oh, it's good climax in this.
Good climax. Good climax.
Sounds like
Somebody's not having enough of
yeah, I was
them.
gonna say sounds like you need to get one of those, champion.
Good stuff. All right, next up for me.
How good was Venom?
Venom number 9. I didn't read this.
I didn't show.
Nah. I don't know if I care anymore, to be honest.
Please do tell.
Okay, shit. So he has a conversation with his best friend Kang.
So weird.
So weird. Kang's playing both sides. He's trying to show him how to go through time streams. That's disgusting, Dave. Nice climax. And you find out who Bedlam is.
Oh.
And it is not cool.
Seriously.
Oh, is this what I think this
Yeah, it's
is?
exactly what you think it bloody is. You pick it at the start of the book, essentially.
yeah.
But it's just rats in cages. He's being played. I feel like I'm being played. Buying this book. Damn you, Venom. It was so good. Come back, Donnie. I know Donnie can't even get a book printed right now, but come back, Donnie. Jesus.
The book was always going to be probably a step down after such a...
Oh, for sure.
You know, like,
Especially it was the one
arguably
of-
the greatest Venom run of all
Yeah.
time. But
I expected
it's
better
just
from
too
Ewing.
weird,
And it-
right?
And the art's not great.
Yeah, Back at Hitchcock would be better.
Yeah.
And it's just too weird for weird's sake. With the whole...
Oh, it's a cool concept.
It's a bit much for
But
Venom, I
it's
feel.
manky and it's too clunky. The Ram v Ewing shit just doesn't work. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, fair enough too.
Yes.
Fummies, was keep it with you. Hollows. Look at this fat book.
There you go. So this is like 4 parts in one big oversize. If you like the Max or Sam Keith art, buy this damn book. It is
it's so pretty.
beautiful. Some of the panels just look like sketches, but you don't give a shit. It is so. It's some of it's half done, some of it's fully done, some of it doesn't matter. It's a dystopian future. Civilization's started to crumble. It's this discredited scientist that's kind of caused a lot of shit. They've got these giant trees, but they kind of look a bit like giant bonsai trees, where society's now living because there was an explosion, and there is these things called the hollows that suck people's souls on the ground. So all the rich people live in the air, and this discredited scientist has a bit to be blamed for it all and feels bad, and then on a supply run gets stuck and The story ensues, meet up with people from the below, and then move on from there. It's really cool. It's a head trip. It's some really awesome art. It's everything you want out of a. It's everything you want out of Sam Keith art. The story is good. I think the story could be a little better, but you are essentially exposing a brand new landscape, story, everything, world. So there is a lot to unpack. But yeah, it's very well done. The dude looks a little bit like the Sentry with the belt buckle and stuff. But yeah, it's really, really cool. And yeah, if you love your Sam Keith art, man, it was just some nice nostalgia. I think I need to go back and read some Max. Yeah.
How does this work?
Oh man, it
Tell me later.
doesn't.
That's Venom, ladies and gentlemen.
Alrighty, next up, The Variants, the new Jessica Jones book, issue 2. This is good, man. This is probably maybe the best Jessica Jones book since Bendis.
Who's writing it?
It is Gail Simone, I do believe.
Oh,
Yes. And it's got art by Phil Noto, and I'm telling you, it's good. So.
Well, yeah, the first issue looked pretty good for a Phil Noto book.
It did. So
It's true.
There's multiple Jesses, right? That's what the deal is. So, like, a lot of it's the start of the book's just Jess and Tigra, flashback to them talking, and then it jumps to where we left off last week, which was 2 Jessicas in Jess's apartment, and then the third Jess comes in, who's like Captain America Jess. So
3 Jesses, 1 apartment.
Yes. So it's very, very Jessica Jonesy. She then, basically, spoilers, gets rid of them,
Jessica Jones book's very Jessica
then she like
Jonesy.
fits out, comas out,
Is it because there's 5 of them in there?
and the good old
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Might be worth picking up.
he talks to her. I would say Purple Man, and like it's in her head, and she's like, "You're dead," whatever, rah rah, and it's like, "Oh, do you remember some other Maria?" And who's Maria? She was the girl before Jess.
Oh.
And what happened to her?
Ooh.
You know, and it's happy anniversary, and like as this is all born, she's figured out, and then Matt calls her, leaves a voice message, and this Maria girl who's been locked up in a nut house because Purple Man, and she's just hung herself with a note left for Jess, happy anniversary.
Oh.
Yeah, like it's just some cool Purple Man stuff. And then like there's multiple Jesses, one that tries to mac onto Daredevil, and he's like, "What's going on here?" Because he thinks it's the real one, but it's not the real one. It's good stuff. My favourite bit, so much better than her actual book. She calls Jen, as in She-Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I need help. So she's just punching Jen to see if she's strong enough to take it or whatever. And Jen's just like, "What? Oh, yeah, how? Oh, yes, yeah, no. Oh, tell me when you've started."
Why is she Fantastic Four, Jen?
Well, that's what she says. Like, what's the deal? She's like, "Well, you told me, come quickly. I thought this might intimidate bad guys."
Just look at that book.
I'm really digging it. I'm a big fan of Jessica Jones. The last book was Kelly Thompson, which was okay, but not quite the Bendis level. The Bendis level stuff was just top tier. One, the Maxness originally gave him a bit more freedom to do stuff. But 2 issues in, I'm really digging this. And the end, you go, okay, there's more Jesses. What's going on here?
Sounds alright, yeah.
Huh?
Sounds alright.
It's the colorist that would have
Made a big difference.
Yeah, because I
It's not
don't
that-
like other stuff from Phil Loader.
Yes,
like,
yes.
this is decent.
Yeah.
Nearly fell off his chair.
Well, he's not Pascal Ferry, he's bad. But
So how old is the
Oh.
kid now?
kid's 3.5.
What?
Yeah. Comic book time, bro.
Yeah. Kids will age, but adults won't.
No, kids don't
Yeah,
age.
yeah. She's been around for
Oh, no.
goddamn
Dude,
decade.
New
Franklin's pretty old now.
Bendis New Avengers.
Yeah,
That's when the baby was.
it's like 2000.
Yeah, but that's still aging. That's still aging faster than like
No,
Jessica
Three?
Jones
You're not-
or Daredevil.
you're not watching.
Aging
you're
faster
not-
than Damian Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like the other thing is, a lot of 3 years hasn't passed in Marvel time. I don't think.
No.
No, more than 3 years
Yeah,
has
yeah,
passed. So they just decide like the kid's gonna.
Well, until you need the kid to be older. It's essentially Franklin's
Or you got
the
something,
example.
yeah.
Yeah, when you need to age him up, you age him up.
Wow.
But it's a good book. If you like Jessica Jones, I highly recommend it.
If you're reading Avengers, ignore how quickly Starbrand's aging. Jesus.
Next up, Dylan. Beware the Eye of Odin issue 2.
Good job, Jason.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
You're welcome.
This series has been awesome.
Ah, this
I
is a
really
great
like it.
issue. Anybody else reading this? Oh, he's missing
It
out.
is
I'm
great.
gonna get the trade.
Yeah.
It is so good. I love the art. Man, the art is sold me on this book. I love the art.
Because it's got some cartooniness to it, but not too much, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's very serious, but every now and then the faces have a bit of character
Yeah.
to it. Not to say cartoony. Cartoony is probably not fair. But because the colouring is very muted, it makes it help it not look cartoony, I
Yeah.
feel.
And I think a combination of the colours and the inks and the pencils, it's real crisp looking. Most of this issue is this battle against trolls.
Yes.
And yeah, the rules are that if trolls step into the sunlight, they turn into stone. So there was this really cool part where they're running through a forest, and there's spots of sunlight coming through the
coming
trees.
through the canopy, yeah.
And yeah, they're trying to lure the trolls into those areas.
It's like the end of Dusk Till Dawn.
It was great.
That's so good.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
This is on my standing order now.
It's
It's
a-
great.
The three main the main character and his two accomplices.
Yeah.
They're all good.
Yeah.
The girl's great.
You get your money's worth for a $4.99 book. It's a hefty book. There's a lot.
It is.
There's a lot of pages there. It's more than 32 pages.
The blacksmith guy with the one arm and he's
He's got an anvil, and
Yes.
he uses that as a mace.
Yes.
Essentially. Not a mace, a flail.
Flail, yeah.
Yeah, flail.
and they catch up with earthsmiths
Yeah, earthen smiths.
Yeah.
Is that what they
and they're like, what is this rubbish? Oh, it's well made. Oh, I like the look of that. I'll take that, thank you.
And the main guy, he's like a dick.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I like that. That's refreshing.
because he's unlikable.
What,
Yes.
the Prince Charming looking dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
that's
he's,
not all his fault.
yeah.
A bit of both.
He's like abrasive and
Yes.
like unlikable on purpose.
yes.
Which makes him likable a bit because
When-
he's such
yeah,
such a tool.
The Smith guy, he's the best.
He's awesome.
Yeah, and the girl's fun. A
Yes.
little maybe pushing the edge of being over the top.
I was concerned
Yes.
in that first issue.
Yes.
Like, oh, is she going to be annoying? But no,
Yes,
she's
yes.
cool.
She rides the line.
Yeah. When the first time she shows up, she's like super eccentric and
Crazy
stuff.
batshit.
Yeah, she's got this was like a cloak made out of feathers, and she's like, "Look, I'm a Valkyrie, guys. I'm coming with you on your epic quest." And they're just like, "No, please don't come with us." And then she kills this giant pig,
Yes.
and she's cool.
Yeah,
after
she's
that.
great.
Oh, she talks to a rat too,
Yep.
and the rat's got one eye. So I'm wondering
What's going on there?
who the rat is. If the rat is
Transformed into
someone.
something.
Yes. Great book.
Yeah, it's very noisy. Very noisy.
Yes, but fun.
Yeah. DC Mech #1. Dylan, you read this?
Yes, you read it.
Nah, I didn't read this.
Anybody else read this?
Nah.
Cool. Okay, this is pretty fun. Very anime inspired. Essentially Pacific Rim Justice League.
I love how it starts.
Yeah, so basically, the JSA were the world's greatest superheroes, and then all of a sudden a giant parademon drops out of the sky and wipes the floor with them. So after they got defeated, heaps of people died. The Age of Heroes is over. So they kind of became scientists, and they started engineering these gigantic mech suits to protect
Of course they did.
the world from Darkseid and his giant parademon monsters. And yeah, it's basically a new twist on Superman. His origin is pretty different. I like all of the mechs apart from Superman's. I think Superman's mech looks a bit dumb.
It's very plain.
Yes. Like compared to Flash's one looks amazing. Batman's looks amazing. Like, you know how Batman has the spikes on his gauntlets? Those are batarangs, so he pulls them out and he throws them. Like, really cool. And the Flash rogues are in the issue, and they have their own giant
Yes.
mechs.
That's a terrible suit.
Yeah.
And the mech itself doesn't look that cool either.
It's like a poor Iron Giant.
Yeah, like he's got hair.
Yeah. Oh.
The mech's got hair. It's a bit strange.
And like, what?
And he's white. Like silvery white.
Yeah.
You're doing DC Mechs. You don't give Superman the red and blue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you don't.
The all white.
You make him White Vision. Like
Yeah.
that.
Or like even like black. Because that's
100%.
that's a
Yeah, you give that
Superman
mech a
suit.
mullet. Perfect.
So,
Perfect. I would be okay with having hair if I had a mullet.
For sure.
The only reason I could think is like, yeah, I don't know. You got Flash, he's red. Wonder Woman's mech's gonna be red and blue. I don't know. They want distinct colors, maybe.
Yeah, perhaps.
If it had
Still.
more blue on it, it'd be the Electric Superman.
Yeah.
At least there's
A
something
connection,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like the only thing is like, hopeful that because this is him coming to Earth for the first time.
Yes, he comes out like he's sent in the mech because Krypton Krypton got destroyed by the parademons, and they had mechs, and they're sending. That's right. And they send Kal-El to Earth in a mech, but when he gets to Earth, he's grown. Like he's, I want to say adult. They seem pretty.
Okay, that
teenish.
makes it more believable that he's in all in white because he didn't wear.
Yeah, that's right.
yeah,
Doesn't have the
Krypton.
suit. Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm hopeful maybe down the line in the series issue 2 or 3 we might get
Like a paint job or
yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Pimp my mech suit.
Yeah,
Nice,
that'd be
nice.
cool.
because it boggles the mind you don't make like because at a quick who's gonna pick you show me the lineups of those 3 mechs. Oh yeah, that's the Flash. That's Batman.
White Superman or white.
Or you have to look at the look
The
close
logo
to the
sort of
S to
thing,
see
you know?
that's
Yeah.
Superman's.
So hopefully.
It's not real. It doesn't have the spit curl to make it Superman if it's got hair.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just like it's weird. I don't know what that's supposed to be. It's very anime. As you can tell by Batman's first lines of dialogue. I'll read to you right now.
Please.
Yeah, Flash is getting wrecked by the rogues, and then Batman shows up, and he says,
Sugoi.
"Not quite, Dave. Not
Okay.
quite." He says, "I'm Batman. I'm the defender of this planet. Got a problem with that?"
Oh shit.
Yes, I do Batman.
And I was like, "Okay, it's anime. I'll deal with that because it's anime."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
It was cool. It was better than I expected.
Yeah. All you want is something fun out of something like
Yes,
this, right?
yes.
All you want is fun. Can we see, like, are we going to get more? Like, are we going to get a Green Lantern?
There is a Wonder Woman,
Yep.
and her mech looks awesome.
Cool.
It's got kind of that Greek helmet with the plume that's kind
Cool.
of sideways.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
Cool.
Is that
So-
that? Or as you saw another picture?
She's not in that issue.
I
No.
think so.
Yeah, so it makes the Superman mech even more disappointing.
I see what they've tried to do with the head. It just doesn't work.
No.
All right, next up, we got Strange number 4. Here it
Yeah,
is.
this book has been good.
Every
It's
issue.
solid A.
Every issue.
Every issue
so
has just
solid.
been so good.
Underrated.
Jim McClay's doing some great shit.
Here's some weird zombie Moonlight.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we get a visit from
Shadow
Mother.
Knight.
Yes, which is
Yeah.
excellent.
I love how she's like, oh, so this is your plan. You're going to take over Warlord. Like, no.
That was
woman.
so good. That back and forth, which is like, no, it's the hardest thing I've had to do, and I would relinquish it as quickly as possible. But I'm doing it for the man I love. Oh, so this wasn't your plan.
Yeah, she's disappointed.
Yeah,
So disappointed. Excellent. And then we got what's his name? The Harvestman at the end.
Yeah, is he a recurring Strange villain?
Not that I know
No,
of.
he's new.
Oh, okay.
He's
Yeah,
new.
I don't know who the Harvestman is.
I've never seen him before.
Well, just their whole these guys that she's fighting, like these sort of
The-
magic mafia / assassins, sort of
Yeah.
like.
And they're just
Military.
hiring anyone and everyone, they're just hiring, or not hiring, but almost bringing back whoever they want. Whether they were good, bad, or indifferent, which is interesting. McKay's just doing.
But yeah, it's the dialogue and the character interactions that make this book.
Oh, for sure. It's so
Earlier
good.
on, like her and Wong
Yeah.
hanging out or whatever, and like even this, like when Mum rocks up and Wong was like,
I'm out.
Yeah, nothing to do with it. Like, all right, you better go, Wong, because Wong's clearly going to tell her off.
Yeah.
The art is freaking awesome.
So good.
Fits.
Yeah. Like,
This and
series
Moon
has
Knight
been
just
so
hitting it out of
good.
the park.
Yeah.
These two books, they're just
I like-
consistent.
and it's very self-contained. It's both light and dark at the same
Yes.
time. Like it's pretty, light and fluffy, but not really because man,
She's dark, man.
She's dark
yeah.
as.
And getting darker too. Like the storyline is getting darker, and especially with that last page, with that hand coming out of the earth, we should be seeing some interesting next couple of issues.
way better than I thought it would be. You know when they kill.
Oh, we
when they
bitched.
kill
We
him,
go
like,
back
whatever.
40 episodes. We were
Yeah,
bitching hard that Strange was dying, and they were killing him off, and all this stuff. And we were hoping it was going to be good because she is a good character, but we weren't giving a lot of hope. And 4 issues in, it's been great.
killing it.
Just fun.
Yeah,
fun
I
comic book.
really like.
Because not a lot happens at the same time, but you just get enough. It feels like a very old school comic.
And it's smart too. Like she's using their own powers back on
Yeah.
them, and some of the spells and shit that she's cut. It's some really cool art, really cool ideas. Yeah,
Yeah,
Good
very
book.
new reader friendly. It's just so good.
very much so.
Alrighty, next up, Amazing Spider-Man issue 6/900.
Holy shit!
My God, this was a big book. This was a big comic book.
Is that a variant?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cool.
another ode to Stan, where this has links back to issue 8 of Amazing Spider-Man from the 60s. McGuinness knocks it out of the park. What?
Oh, really?
What didn't you like?
I'm not a big fan of McGuinness on Spider-Man in general, to be honest.
Okay.
But it's too cartoony. But especially his Jonah.
The start was very
His
cartoony.
Jonah is too much.
The start was cartoony. The end was beautiful. The Adaptoid, the Six, the Flint Marco. Not even sure if he's upset with Peter Parker with Spidey at the moment. Sorry for anyone that didn't know who Spider-Man was. Shit.
Like, look at that Jonah.
That's
He's
secret.
just too skinny.
I know.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I like McGuinness, but I like him on chunkier characters where he can just chunk out.
No, I know
Well,
what
that-
you mean, yeah.
Well,
Yes.
that's why the back
Yes.
end of the issue works so well, because it is all villains.
Exactly.
The brain, the everything.
What I've loved, not just in this issue, but in Wells' run in general, like this is probably the weakest issue yet, because that first arc had a lot more emotion and like so good.
Well, and this also had to be one encapsulating
100%,
story as well,
100%.
which is harder to do.
But I love how much he's going back to the Living Brain and the Doc Ock stuff and little.
oh yes,
Is it Maria? No.
yeah, Anna Maria.
Anna Maria, yes.
Yes.
Like, straight away, Doom, I'm just like, oh, how do I look? Like, it's just.
Yeah, hey, Ocrox, I was like, yeah, he is my. I went to go check on him. He is my fullback.
Yes. In the modern times where everybody just shits on the previous run or ignores the previous run, he is just going,
But that's not even Spencer run. That's previous run.
100%.
Yeah,
like,
that's
it's what comics should be.
bloody oath.
He's done a lot of Spencer stuff. Now he's going back to the Slotty stuff where it needs and where it fits.
Yep.
And like even the Bobby Moore stuff, right? Like, and the Black Cat being a little jealous about Bobby.
That was excellent.
Yes.
One thing I will say is the Flash was written shit.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
That was terrible.
It
was too.
Bully Flash,
Pardon?
like Bully Flash.
Yeah, it was
progressed.
It was pre-anti-Venom
Yeah,
Flash
yeah,
is what
yeah.
it felt like. I'm like, hang on, this isn't the Flash I've been reading for the last 6-7 years.
Yeah, for sure.
That was the only. But no, I thought, the black cut art too was very pretty. Yes.
That was a good issue. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
but the book's been phenomenal. I wouldn't say it's a drop down, but
Did you read the backups?
yes.
That last one was just the 2-page.
Yes.
That was excellent. The others were okay, but
Yeah,
that one was really, really good. Really good in capturing story. A little bit of not a wank at the end, but it was just
it is what it
but
is,
it is
right?
what it was. But it was cool.
It's the type of story that you're gonna get that type of ending.
Yes,
I felt. Yeah.
true.
But didn't like after the last couple of issues of the Tombstone Spider-Man stuff that were so
Deep and heavy.
wow.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I like that in a Spidey book. I want just a fun adventure, him fighting people.
Yeah.
And that's what this was.
Yeah.
This
is like an annual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good. All right. Next up, Genis-Vell. Captain Marvel.
What was that, Jason?
Genis-Vell.
Genis-Vell.
Yeah, that's what I've always called him.
I don't see an extra IS on
Yeah.
that.
Well, I can't read.
It's
So.
Genis-Vell.
What kind of name is Genis?
Well, that's his name.
Genesis is what I call him.
Sounds like a girl.
Just
as he
a
gets
Cree
told.
name, bro.
Hey?
It's a Cree name.
Yeah, well, I'm not Cree.
As he,
Genis.
as he gets told in the book, sounds like a girl's name.
Yes.
Twice.
Yes.
Genis.
So good, eh?
So good.
Yeah, you can choose how you say. Is it Genis?
It's Genis.
Genis?
Genis.
Genus?
Genis-Vell.
Genis-Vell. Genesis.
Genis?
Okay, so
Genghis.
Peter David and Chris Cross back in the old days in their
Make your
Captain Marvel
jump,
series.
Oh, Chris Cross.
It's not Chris Cross. That's the only thing missing. That was my favorite. One of my favorite. Probably my favorite comic for a long time at the time. Like
It was.
it was so good. It was
looked so good.
Rick Jones and him and
Jones,
Marlowe.
Blue
Loving
Dragon.
the Peter David Hulk run. It felt the same, and he was just a great character. And then they got rid of him and whatever, and then they made Miss Marvel Captain Marvel, and Captain Marvel's not been as cool since. But so this one is not one of those flashback books.
No.
It is current day setting with some flashbacks.
Yes. It's
But
shocking.
essentially set current day. Like post Immortal Hulk with Rick.
I was disappointed that he...
How quickly they blew that off.
Well, not just that. I was hoping he was still gangly. That would have been a more interesting Rick James. I know. I know he got fixed, but I know, but it would have been so funny.
Was he like a dangly dude?
Yeah.
The long neck hanging over and just glowing green, that too. And also had another personality inside as well.
Al
For
Ewing,
more
thank you.
information, go back to Al Ewing's run of Immortal Hulk and can you explain it to us, please? This book's really good. I enjoyed this. The zoo was very interesting. The Zooium. I hadn't read any of that previous, so it was all brand new to me, and I thought it was very interesting. Who came back at the end of the book made me even more interested, being that it's current continuity. Which shocked me because they did retcon a lot of the Rick stuff, but I can understand there's a lot to try and unpack and explain, which you just almost park.
Well, unfortunately, it's just what you do with Rick.
Yeah.
'Cause even before Immortal Hulk, like the Nick Spencer
A-bomb.
cap run,
Oh.
the A-bomb in between the A-bomb,
Yes.
and he was the hacker,
That's
whisperer
right.
or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And it's just next. That's just what you do with Rick.
Yeah.
Next. He's the original sidekick at Marvel.
So yeah, I don't know. I'll probably because this is just a mini, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I might pick the trade up for this because I'm picking up a lot. But now, this is current continuity. That's hard because I'm like now I've got Peter David writing current continuity good stuff.
Oh, we were just complaining about that last
Yeah, I
week,
know.
right?
Hey, freaks.
Because when they announced it, I was like, oh, and it felt like the solicit felt current. And I'm like, but...
How?
Yeah.
Oh, and the letters, not the letters page at the back, but the last page. You see that bit about. Didn't we kill him off in? Don't worry about that.
Yes. Yeah, it was fine. It was one of my favourite comics back in the day. If Chris Cross was on art, oh my god, it'd be perfect for me. But his art's not what it was.
No, because I'm reading some of the milestone
Yes.
stuff, and he's doing that, and it's like you can
take
see
his tablet away.
Oh,
You
great
can
man.
see
ain't what
some
she
of
used
the
to be.
hints of Chris Cross, but it's like, oh
Didn't make you want to jump?
no,
Uh-huh.
no.
Alrighty. Issue 2 of Chip Zdarsky's masterpiece, Public Domain.
Could have been almost book of the week if it wasn't for other books of the week.
Oh.
So good.
So damn good.
So much heart in there too.
Yes.
Oh.
It's just a book about the comic book business
Yes.
and ownership and all that stuff, and it's great.
Is that lawyer not your new favourite character?
Oh,
She's the best.
right.
I want one of those 2-week pills.
I'm not
I'm
going
like
to
this
sleep
before.
with my anything.
I went straight up. I won't sleep any of my clothes. I've done it before. I'm just not keen on doing it again.
What's going on?
Oh, she is a crackpot, man.
Yeah.
She's excellent. So, the first issue, this
So
is
good.
a story about a writer and artist. The artist kind of got screwed on the royalties for a character that he essentially created
I don't know if
with.
he got screwed. I think he just
Didn't care.
yeah,
but
he was like happy to like
It was what
see
it
the
was.
take his
Movie
pay.
out
It was
and
it was a job.
Yeah.
For him, he felt like it was
got
just a
Bill
job. I
fingered.
got paid
Yeah,
for what
yeah,
I
like-
wanted.
Quote unquote screwed by just how things are.
Yes.
Like
But also, he was the kind of person that was doing it for the love of the art and the work and didn't care about the extra stuff. Especially that snooty bit. It was like, he seemed okay when I sent him 2 air flight tickets and $5,000. Like, you piece of shit. As you're sitting in your high-rise building. So it's a bit of a fight for the rights and the family turmoil in between that. And now it's gone a little bit further in regards to
Because he's an idiot.
dumb shit. Click.
Yeah.
He essentially took the contract to the guy Singularity, and all hell's gonna break loose in the next issue. Essentially,
How many issues is this going to be?
ongoing, isn't it?
I think so.
Okay.
It won't be long.
All right.
I reckon it's 12. I reckon get two.
And it's just
two
one of those
trades
things where
out of
like
it.
Chip does like, it'll run for as long as it runs.
Yeah.
yeah,
You
like
know?
sometimes you
It
don't know
doesn't
how long
seem
it's
like a
gonna
book that's good.
It can't be.
You
It's
know what I
definitely
mean?
finite.
Yeah.
take. Yeah.
And so I think that like, as he's writing, I can see like leave it open ended because like more things might annoy me or I might want to push it in. Because
Yeah.
the most we talked about it all week. The most amazing thing is this dude is writing 2 of the biggest books going around at both companies.
He's doing Batman and he's doing Daredevil.
And he's writing and drawing this
Yes.
at the same
Oh,
time.
but he's just shitting on their whole system. of the two dudes that pay his wage.
Yeah.
You know, like if it's an ex-guy...
Oh, okay, now I get what
If
you're
it's
coming
an
from.
ex-guy that's sort
Yeah.
of a bit, the big two, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He's happy to work at the big two. He knows the pitfalls.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, he's showing the both sides. Like with the artist guy going, it is what it is. I need the deal.
Yeah.
Because generally, I think it's sort of the way it is.
I love the conversation he had with his wife.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Yeah.
great. It was like, just like, yeah, fight for your thing.
Yes.
Fight for your shit, damn it.
Yes.
It's great.
I'm sick of you just being like, I worked hard.
Yeah.
We got
Just-
bread on the table.
This was
Yeah,
more.
look at you two sons.
Yeah.
They're morons. You did a bang up job with them.
Because he's just saying it was a job. I did it to
Yeah.
put my kids through school and put a roof over our heads.
Because I don't think that's a negative.
No.
You know, like,
No.
it is what it is. Finally, in our pile of comics, Detective Comics 1062. Did anybody read this? This is the new era of Detective Comics. Ram V has taken over.
Ooh.
I read most of it, I think.
Woo!
Yeah.
It's very different.
Yeah. Very,
Oh, shit.
very gothic kind
Very-
of atmosphere to it. Obviously, it opens with a play.
100%.
Yeah.
And I think the not contradiction. What's the
Contrast.
contrast between it and Batman as the two main Batman books?
Yeah.
Batman being a bit more superhero-y with the new
Yeah.
chip first. It's only one issue of each, so we don't know. But that just being your Superman book, and this has been your detective book with
Yeah.
a lot more darker stuff.
Albuquerque on the art.
Damn, I love Albuquerque.
Man,
This is awesome.
He's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, always. I've been a big fan of him for a while.
lots of new stuff. Batman. Maybe questioning, or other people questioning Batman being, you just getting old there, bro. But he's like, they've done something to me. I was
He's like-
3 seconds too late or whatever, yeah?
He's 3 seconds too late, so he's up till like 3 a.m. in the morning, like testing himself on
yes.
like machines hooked up to him and EEGs and stuff.
Yeah,
It's great.
And Jig's like, what's going on? You're right there. You're just old, man. You're just old.
Dude.
The book was, woo! Like, I was oh man, it's dark. It's dark. I was excited for the Chip Batman book. And I'm like, I don't want to be one of two Batman books.
Yeah.
Like, two ongoing
Yeah.
Batman books. And I was like, I'll try this just for the pod, you know? I'll try it, and, like, pod and work. Like, oh, man, this was good.
What's that backup like?
The backup is great!
Yeah.
Okay, so the backup is Jim Gordon. Set just after...
Noir is shit.
The Joker book. So, like, in this, it's the current continuity timeline stuff where Gordon's not commissioner, Alfred's dead, Bruce lost his money, blah, blah, blah. So this is set after the Joker series where Gordon was traveling the world to take down the Joker. So he's back in Gotham, and he's just sad and got no purpose, and he's just going to the pub all day getting drunk.
Oh, so is that other book over?
Yeah, it just finished.
Okay.
So it's a perfect time.
And you didn't get him?
His regular cover.
Yeah,
That's awesome cover.
Is there more than short?
I don't know.
You can read about what time you look.
So, like, the
He's taking that one anyway.
yeah, you see the bar chick's like, nobody wants, whatever, He's like, you see Bits, he tries ringing Montoya, his new commissioner. Nah, man, look, you gotta stay away. The politics, we gotta keep away. Rings Barbara. Yeah, Dad, just go play golf or whatever. You're like, yeah. And like the bar's like, hey, look, I know some pinstripe suit types,
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, no, I don't want a job with a mob. And she's like, good, because they said no already. And he's like, you said no? And like offended. And then this dodgy cop walks in with a junkie and gives him the junkie a case. And that's what his little backup is. And like straight away, he's like, his narration is like, as soon as she walks in, he's like, I can pick it. Sunken eyes, skinny, rah, rah, rah. And like, it just nails. It was Jim Gordon being a cop.
Interesting.
Very noir-y.
Yeah.
This book is excellent.
One for me then. One for Nitin.
I'll get another one then, because this is somebody's I just stole over here. Because I forgot to go. No, it was excellent. Both the main book with the new characters and the welcome to sort of Gotham City type of thing. It's not how you... Yeah. Oof.
If the next issue is just as good, I'll get the trade.
Yeah, it's... Damn, I was like, Ram V.
Don't need another bloody book.
I know! I was like,
But
two
I
Batmans!
don't mind the trade, though. I can get the trade.
Ram V's Justice League Dark was incredible as well. I don't hear lots of people talking about that.
No.
Ram V's killing it. His Carnage is excellent. So, yeah. Do better on Venom. Bloody hell. Do more on Venom, maybe.
He wrote the shit about him, but...
Maybe he got given the shitter side of Venom though. That's the problem. Who knows?
The kid stuff's the worst stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, maybe not worse. But... Anyway, I think that's about all I read. What were you doing? You read anything else?
No, I think that was it.
Dave?
Oh, nothing
Read
else.
shit.
No.
I thought you were reading at work today.
Yeah,
Didn't work
I
out.
read one.
Nitin?
The new issue of the Image anthology,
Oh, yeah, how was that?
really good.
Yeah.
Keeps me like all the stories. A few of them wrapped up. The serial killer one wrapped up.
Yeah.
The main story, the Jeff Johns story,
Yeah. The winter sort of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
doesn't seem like it's a Yeti.
Ooh.
Seems like maybe something else. Because they're prisoners, being taken to prison. It crashes, so they're walking through the snow, and one of the prisoners sees a hallucination of, like, I think his business partner or something, or his lawyer talking to him, and then the creature attacks and takes its head off, and it doesn't look like a Yeti.
Interesting.
Bunch of eyes around the waist, doesn't look like a Yeti.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, that's cool. It's like some. Did you read it?
Nah.
You gotta read this story in it, which is really good.
One of the new ones?
Yeah, it's like something about Patriot, which is freaking cool.
Was there a pro one this week?
No, that's the
microphone's this week.
This week, this month, whatever.
Next one, pro.
Oh, yeah, they could hear me. It's okay.
And for anyone who hasn't read the pro,
Yes.
have
Yeah,
issues.
behind you, Jace.
Yes,
We have a few issues that you can.
you definitely need to check this book
If-
out.
If
Mature reading.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
If
very
you like your mature comedy,
Carpennis.
my God, one of my favourite comics of all time.
You've been enjoying The Boys.
Yes.
Pick this up.
Ah,
This is essentially a prostitute that gets given superhuman powers, and then kind of joins in with a Justice League style of team. Happy ending for their Superman. Let's just say
man,
that, but not so happy for the plane.
that Superman couple of pages
Is sensational.
Yeah.
still some of my favourite
Oh,
things I've ever read in
dude.
comics.
Yeah,
When the
Ooh, what's going on there?
oh nice, it's Andy Venom.
this story.
But yes, there will be a pre
Next issue, I think.
Yeah.
5 or 6 of this.
or on from I don't know if it's a pre or a after,
I'd say after.
which would be cool.
I would imagine.
Because the pro came out, was it like 98, 97?
No, early 2000s.
Yeah, early
Oh, was
2000s,
it?
bro.
2001.
Yeah, 2001, which
Okay.
sticks up there.
Yeah, so
But
it's over 20 years old,
right,
and now we're getting
God
another
damn.
story. Hell yeah! Just when strike when the iron's hot. That's the main thing.
Oh,
Because I'd read that book.
well, that was cool.
Starts off with like a stuntman. He goes into a bar, gets in the fight, and he gets a redneck curse put on him,
Yeah, excellent.
which is. Yeah, what was it?
Go sleep with your sister.
No. You are America. If America falls, you fall. And it starts with like, people's rights being taken away by the Congress. He starts decaying. And more
that's
stuff starts
cool.
happening, and he starts getting,
So it's essentially what's happening right now.
yeah. So
Yeah,
he
cool.
starts just falling apart because just America's not becoming America anymore.
Oh, wow.
And there's other stuff more like, there's a America. Yeah, so it's really good. I'm reading this. I'm like, I'd read this as
this-
a book. Yeah, I'd read this as a
Well, see,
series.
you previews the
Oh,
Devil,
more than
the Devil from Skybound's got in
another
there.
one at Kaya. There's another like 2 or 3 from there.
Getting their books.
Yeah,
Makes sense,
like
right?
yeah. So it's good stuff. I'm enjoying. Like I don't think I've not liked anything that's
Yeah, in these anthologies.
yeah.
That's good.
Thumbs, anything else?
No, that's pretty much it. Everything we went through.
Alrighty, that's all the comics.
I think so.
Okay. Trailers, got a couple. Pinocchio, Del Toro,
Stop motion.
stop
Looks
motion.
good. Well, it's Del Toro,
Yeah.
right? You know what you're going to get.
And
but
you know what Pinocchio story is.
Yeah. It looks amazing. Like the style is great. I'm loving that. Loving how it looks.
he looks like a wooden boy you've carved yourself, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
not a cartoon character.
Disney. Just lifting. Yeah, Disney's Pinocchio. They're doing live action. Tom Hanks is Geppetto, whatever.
Really?
Pinocchio is legit just the cartoon design, just in 3D.
Yeah,
Like,
but
just the
I
real-
don't know how well like a real wooden carbon boy will go with the kids.
It would be a bit creepy, yes, but that's why Del Toro is doing
But
it.
Yeah.
do you think these live action movies are really for the kids? I don't think they are, to be honest.
You talking about the Del Toro one or the
No,
Disney?
like
The
the
Disney
Disney
ones?
ones. I don't know if they're even aimed really at kids.
It's
yeah,
weird.
Yeah,
Because
Disney-
they're boring.
They're aimed at Disney adults.
Yes. Because they're boring. They're not kid
The
friendly.
lifeless people.
Goddamn
who
Jungle
freaking
Book.
surf-
I
Mate.
haven't seen any of them. To be
Mate,
honest.
Jungle Book was so boring. It's batshit.
I haven't seen Jungle Book or Mulan.
I haven't seen any.
Yeah,
of them.
I liked
others,
Mulan.
I watched
I
Jungle Book
liked
and it was shit. And I
a
watched
few of them.
Beauty and the Beast and that was not much better. Better, but not much better.
Yeah, I
I like Beauty and the Beast. Got some cool new songs out of that.
Nah.
Good music.
I watched Aladdin. That was terrible. So
Yeah, Aladdin was weird. Yeah.
it was the most fun, but it's still terrible.
They butchered the music.
Did
Yeah.
Genie
Oh.
slaps?
But like
Yeah, terrible
Pete
track.
and the
Voice-
Dragon.
Hey,
Pete and the Dragon. Do you watch that?
Pete's
Pete's
Dragon.
Dragon.
Pete's Dragon.
Nah, I refuse to watch that new one.
Well, which
I
one's the new
love
one?
Pete's Dragon.
Yeah.
I'm just
Pete's Dragon is
saying.
one of my favourite movies of all
Damn
time.
straight.
Because the redone
know.
ones, the live action.
Voice cast alone for this Pinocchio.
Oh,
for
yeah.
the Del Toro one is amazing.
Who's Pinocchio?
Who's Pinocchio?
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio.
Pinocchio. I don't know. But that doesn't matter. You got
Was it Ewan McGregor?
Ewan McGregor.
Not
as,
doing a French accent, which is very good.
he
you
can't
got
do
Kate
it.
Blanchett,
No, he
Tilda
was-
Swinton, John Turturro, Christoph Waltz, Ron Perlman.
He
Christoph
may
Waltz.
not have a voice then.
No, he does. It's Gregory Mann, but so it's just a kid's. There's no.
Sure.
Right.
Which is good.
Yeah, an actual kid.
What you
yeah.
want?
Tim Blake Nelson's got a great voice, and the Frey from Game of Thrones, who's Ricky Gervais's dad in Afterlife, who does a great job. Walter Frey from Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, he
He's
was
awesome.
He's Filch in Harry Potter, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Everybody knows who that is here.
I don't know who either of those are. So.
He's the guy with the cat.
Go with the cat.
Yeah.
Compared to
Because Pinocchio's dark already.
you got Tom
Oh,
Hanks,
for sure.
Joseph
Yeah.
Gordon-Levitt as Jiminy Cricket,
Yeah, who's Jiminy in the Del Toro? Jiminy's a Disney one.
Ewan.
Ewan.
So who's Geppetto?
Geppetto was. Hang on.
I should.
I thought Ewan was Geppetto.
No, it's Jiminy Cricket.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Ewan McGregor was the cricket.
Oh, interesting.
Geppetto was.
Thank you for joining us.
Sorry about that, guys. Keep talking, peoples.
Talk.
Oh, that's the guy
Okay.
with Walter Frey.
He's Geppetto.
He's Geppetto.
Okay.
Interesting. No,
He
that
was
really
King
good.
of the Grey, right?
What?
And
What's next,
Walter,
Dylan?
Walter Frey.
Dylan, what's next?
He had all the daughters. Yeah, please.
What is
Oh, yeah,
next?
yeah.
Samaritan. New movie on Amazon. Starring Sylvester Stallone.
It's on Amazon.
Yeah.
I think. Oh, is it Amazon?
Yeah.
Or Netflix, one of the
No,
two.
it's Amazon.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Cool.
Man, it's like got really hardcore like 80s vibes to it.
Well,
Like
the first half is just Rocky
Yeah.
before the fight.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
It's Rocky.
Working the docks, Rocky.
It's Rocky Balboa again, like the start bit, where he's like, "Oh, he's retired.
It's
He's
just
washed
what's that
up,
stupid Will Smith movie?
Hancock.
That's what it gave me vibes
Oh,
of.
no.
This will probably be better.
1,000 times better
Yeah,
already.
that's what we
That's sort of-
yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
Rocky to start off, and then it becomes Terminator 2 with the superhero.
Yes. We're watching the trailer and I'm like, oh, like audible, doing down the back. And I'm like, oh shit, or whatever I said when he gets hit by the car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you're like, it just gets a lot lighter in tone in the second half of that trailer.
Oh, it's a buddy cop.
Yes.
With a kid, like
It's
a
a-
cop and a half.
Yes, yeah. But I like both ideas. I'm not sure how both ideas together will work. I would have probably quite happy with the tone they was setting.
There may be a reason it's going straight to Amazon.
Yes.
Like, maybe a reason Monsters is going straight to Netflix. I think that was always playing. Monsters. It looks interesting.
does.
Yeah, check out the trailer for it. It's on the use of the tubes, and yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, and we got a featurette for She-Hulk. Behind the scenes, little peek.
Bit more fourth wall breaking. which is
Yes,
interesting.
yes. Also, we kind of got a little bit of a hint of how she's getting her powers too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not a blood transfusion?
No, it looks like she and Bruce are in a car, and there's a car accident, and I'm assuming some
They
way
both got
got
cut.
cut, and then the blood gets
Mixes.
mixed that way. I don't
Okay.
know.
We're talking during the week. I don't mind because I can see them not being keen to have any kind of negativeness with blood transfusions.
Yeah.
Obviously, like the original She-Hulk Origin pre-AIDS blood transfusion issues.
Yeah.
You don't want to have any negativeness on people giving blood,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to encourage that. It's a great thing that people.
But it doesn't seem like this was a bad thing that happened. You become She-Hulk.
become a monster to a point.
Yeah, yeah.
She just wanted to be a lawyer.
So I understand trying to stay away from blood transfusion, even though it's so simple
Yeah.
It's the most simplest sort of origin. But yeah, if they're both cutting his blood's mixed in with her, it's the same thing essentially, right?
As long as it's not like some blood ritual where they're just like, drinking each other's blood and stuff.
Let's hope not.
I don't see it happening for Disney Plus.
No.
We're cousins.
But yeah, we saw some more villains, and we saw some more just characters that either she'll be defending or defending against, and like you said, some more fourth wall breaking, which is going to be very interesting. They explain a little bit about that, where they first talk about it in the comics and stuff like that. So,
how that's going to go is definitely, I think, a bit of a make or break for the show.
and that was like there was a couple of bits that were okay, and then that last one where she's like, it's not one of those shows where it's just a cameo every week, except hang on, they are in it every week. Except this person and this person, this person, this person.
They're definitely some of the fourth wall is going to fall flat for me, and
Yeah.
I'll be like, ugh. And the general audience will eat it
Love
up.
it, yeah.
Because,
They'll be clapping in their house like they clap at the cinemas.
Yes.
Wrecking Crew,
Yeah. Interesting.
Yes.
very interesting.
Ainsley rang me up to complain about it.
Yes, that's already working.
Like,
Isn't on the
what?
costumes?
Yeah. Well, hopefully it's just they haven't got powered up yet. I was like, yes. That's my hope as well, Angela.
But they got powers
But
looking
it's
like
not
that.
powers. You could.
Yeah.
It's from the screenshot. That's
Yeah.
all.
I hope they don't. I'm guessing not, since it starts in 2 weeks. If Siegel is thing, I don't want to see anything beforehand. I just want to see it in the show.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Because pretty pumped for that, actually.
If it is, I reckon it'll be like a post-credit sort of.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Everything's settled. It's got a new client, and it's
That's
he
it.
walks in. Yeah.
Especially this week, I think it was Kev coming out saying, no origin or whatever. So.
Yeah, that was interesting.
They're building them on the sly. Definitely building them on the
Yeah.
sly.
Is that kind of a...
Well, you said it the other week. We were talking about it the other week. We're dropping them here, there, and...
Is it kind of a first in terms of characters or teams that get a movie? The movie's usually the origin, right?
Yes.
Spidey.
Yeah.
Spidey.
Yeah. Spidey.
Well, I heard that with the X-Men franchise, they have to use the same characters that Fox use until 2025. So that's probably why they've like.
How would
held
that
off.
go?
I
do
think
you
that's
mean?
like because they contracted and because they bought the contract or whatever.
But they bought the whole company.
Yeah, I know, but I
That
think
sounds bullshit.
yeah.
No, I can
So
sort of.
bullshit.
I
think
can
that
believe that, but legal contracts and all that shit works differently.
Yeah,
Even if they
it's
own the
probably
company.
individual
But to who?
actor, individual
know,
actor
but
contract.
it's-
So not like
That could be that too.
Yeah.
None of them would have been on contract except for maybe Xavier and Wolverine. And Jennifer Lawrence. And Jennifer Lawrence don't want to touch it.
Nope.
You telling me you got that young Cyclops on contract? Please. He's lucky to get a gig. Look, man, I swear to God, I tell people all the time, fucking leave those Fox movies in the dirt where they belong. Who do you want out of them? They were all terrible. All of them.
Nightcrawler.
But he's the kind of character it doesn't really matter who plays.
From the X-Men 2,
I mean, Alan Cumming.
Yeah,
you're
but
not gonna get
he didn't
Alan
want to come
Cumming.
back the next
That's
time.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First Class was okay,
First Class was great, but
and you'd probably...
The kid was good as Beast. In First Class.
First Class, the more you seen him, the more I didn't like him. You don't need none of them. None of them. Start fresh, man. It'll be a huge mistake.
Yep.
X-Men needs to start fresh.
Yep.
Needs to start fresh.
Aren't we getting Gus from Breaking Bad as Professor X?
What? No. What?
Really?
That's what I saw the other week as a rumour.
I saw another rumor him as Doctor Doom or something.
No, the dude from Peaky Blinders is Dr. Doom. That's not going to work. The dude with Scarecrow in the...
Cillian Murphy.
Yeah,
Terrible.
terrible.
I like him, but no.
They're too young.
Yeah.
Just not...
Wimpy?
Yeah. Just no... No balls.
Bravado.
Yeah, that's right.
Bravado. Let's go with
He
bravado.
walks in with just...
Yeah,
Right? That is Dr. Doom.
on the table.
On the table. Maybe not necessarily all that impressive to everybody else, but he thinks so.
And it's got its own mask.
Yes. Oh, Scarred.
Mask off.
God damn. You know my favourite thing about She-Hulk, trying to get it back on track after I took it off so far, is the Jen stuff. It looks like the first original teaser trailer. I was like, she looked terrible. But even the little bits of Jen, I was like, well, I wasn't feeling it. But the last two, the trailer and the featurette, I feel like she's Jen
absolutely.
Monsters.
She's
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that was the first one, like,
I just didn't get it at
and
all.
the second one, like, oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'll
for
buy
sure.
this. I'm on board. Let's go.
Yeah. It's what I want out of a She-Hulk sort of thing.
Because I haven't watched much of Orphan Black, but I used to listen to Comedy Bang Bang a bit, and Scott Aukerman is really good friends with Tatiana, so she would be on there all the time, and she's a mad geek too, so she's been into this stuff for quite a while, and to hear her talk and then realise it's her playing this, seeing that featurette, she really gets it. And the only issues at the start for that first trailer was how bad the CG looked. Everything else, like, I think she's a good actor. So.
Yeah, but I didn't feel her as Jen in that first trailer. The look alone, just the Jen
help.
parts, I just didn't. I was like, I just didn't feel.
It was the wrong vibe.
Yeah, it just didn't feel right. But the last two things, 100% feel perfect. I could do without Mark Ruffalo in it.
I heard that he's only going to be the first and last episode.
Yeah, it's an episode too much. You need him in the one.
That's a bare necessity.
Yeah.
All happens off scene,
Get Ed Norton.
off camera.
We're not that lucky.
Yeah, I know.
Alrighty.
Not that lucky.
Okay, I think that brings us to the film Flashback.
I guess so.
Yes. The round has been Robotz.
Robotz.
I decided to choose Bicentennial Man.
From the director of Mrs. Doubtfire.
That's right.
Jesus.
I hadn't seen this since I was a kid, and it probably like scarred me for life as a kid when I watched it because it's so like emotional and shit.
Yeah, because the video cover that you got,
That's right. It looked like
it was a bait and switch.
yes, it looked like a comedy.
Like Dumb and Dumber cover.
It did.
Bloody
It
oath.
really did.
Yeah, and then it also screamed on the cover from the director of Mrs. Doubtfire. So you're thinking, let's go into this lighthearted and
Yeah. It is based on a short story by Isaac Asimov, and that short story was turned into a full novel called The Positronic Man.
turn into a bloody long movie.
Yes, a very long movie. How long did it take to see Robin Williams? Was it like an hour?
2.5 hours?
Oh, yeah.
Hour and a half, right?
Hour and a half, yeah.
I like the movie, don't get me wrong.
Great movie.
Great.
Oh, bloody
Yeah,
great
me
movie.
too. Me too. It was good.
I think if I would have one, not complaint, but one knock on it is, geez, I think I would like to see what they were going to do if they had went full sci-fi and not try to half family entertainment.
That's my problem. My main problem.
It's
with
a
it.
little half pregnant.
Yeah.
You go all the way on the because you could have went real good.
Yeah.
You can't be half pregnant.
Yeah, that's
Roe
what
versus
I'm
Wade
saying.
Okay, I've never heard that saying
You
before.
can't be half pregnant.
Yeah, it's,
You have to duff or you're not.
yeah.
I think my favourite parts of the film was as everything's getting more space age like, even with the Twin Towers still there, there was still the hominess of where they had to film.
Yes.
So it's like everything's futuristic except this rustic little place we're about to film because
Yes,
this is how everything needs to look right now. It's so good.
Well, even I commented when I watched it last night. The first time he reads the book to learn how to woodwork and make Little Miss her thing, and you're like, man, it shows you how old this movie is.
Yeah.
Because that's advanced.
He has
right?
to read it.
Yeah.
And now, like, the robot would just download it,
It's
right?
not like your why doesn't he just play into internet and know everything?
Yeah. But he has to read a book.
Yes.
It's very good.
Or even the reading for our perception of robots these days, it's like reading would just be like that.
Yes.
Like
It done.
yeah. He was like taking pictures
Yeah.
of the pages, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
You know, context in mind.
It's good so you don't catch viruses. If he hooked up
From
to
a
the
book.
internet, it'd be filled with viruses and
Well,
spam
Thank you.
and unwanted emails, which
Can we
is
also,
spam.
you know what I talked about my negatives. You know what my favourite bit is? When he comes back and he sees Little Miss and is like, oh no, she's too old, I'll take the young model.
So
Right?
Remember when Mr.
Goddamn.
Remember when Mr. Burns finds out he has a son?
Yes.
And then he goes to the thing, and then he goes, and I set my eyes to her her 21-year-old granddaughter. That's exactly what happened.
This is straight away. He's like,
And they try and get over it by him abusing her for looking like her. Like, you cheeky little
Yeah, he's into
bastard.
that.
He's into that for sure.
I was like, I don't remember this from the story.
Oh, man.
So good. And, well, both Little Miss and Granddaughter Little Miss, they're freaks.
Yep. I just like to say I bought one of Sam Neill's watches. And to keep their house and everything going, it was about $14 million for their... Jesus, he must sell some watches.
Mate.
What kind of house and everything did he have? Like, is his surname Tag Heuer? Like...
You see the house, instantly first, I'm like, God, how loud are these people?
Yes.
But then when the first time he gets in the car and drives away, there's a structure across the driveway that's still there. And you're like, what? How loaded can you be?
on a giant friggin' fountain that they use just to hang out in. Like, yeah.
Great casting too for the dead shit grandson being the asshole from Billy Madison.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I always found it, both when I watched it the first time and this time, that he's so negative to the robot. With who his mum is, you would think
He'd be a little bit more open.
Yeah.
because she would have as soon as you were old enough to understand what Andrew is, and like it'd be like a family pet, slash uncle.
And the
like
way you
you would
see
be,
your
he would
mum
be special
interact
to
with it.
you.
But I guess...
It's just a brick.
Yeah.
In the story,
He's just a pretty kid.
It's just a brick.
Yeah.
in the story, the lawyer kid, right?
Yeah.
He's like his friend.
Cool.
And
As
helps
it would
him
be.
with all this stuff.
Right.
Yeah, so
One of my favourite bits was as the story's progressing, it's like 15 years later, 16. Near the end, it's like many years later, and Danny just goes, "Yeah, this movie's still bloody going." We both enjoyed it, and
She long, but
she was tearing up at the end, but yeah, she long. And I don't know where you'd cut, but I don't know. The pacing is dry at times, but there's a lot to go through.
yeah, maybe just even as little as his travels to see other ones.
Yeah.
He could have
could've
probably
cut
sniffed a little bit there.
definitely.
I didn't need to see 2.
Yeah.
Like, you just cut bits out from establishing shots.
Yeah.
You don't need...
yeah, there's lots
Not
of
story,
Yeah.
necessarily, but just
Establishing shots could be like 2 seconds shorter, a second shorter. Anyway, it's a great freaking
And then
movie.
like you've got that big landscape bit, and then the Full House houses or the houses
Yes,
from Mrs.
yes,
Doubtfire,
yes.
just exactly how they looked 20 years ago. Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah, I think because no one lives in them. Those houses.
people live in them.
What do you mean?
I thought they were like a historical thing. I don't think anyone
I
lives
don't know
in
people
them.
live in them. I think it's a pain in the ass for the people that live in them, but I'm pretty sure people live in them.
Yeah.
I don't know why you'd want to live in them.
Did the
I regret going looking at them. What a waste of a day that was.
the mum never seemed to like him?
Nah. She was always a bit off-put.
Very much so.
Do you also think, though, she's a stay-at-home mum?
Yeah.
She wanted him.
Oh, no, just... Don't you... Even if you're not overly inclined to be doing the domestic duty, shall we say, what do you do with your life now?
Well, that's-
Everything, your purpose?
It's like with
gone?
Marge in the Hank Scorpio episode. Like,
Yes.
she tries to drink 2 glasses of wine, it was just too much. But yeah, everything's getting done for her, and she's there bored shitless. So, and then you saw her in the kitchen; they kept running into each other and stuff like that. So,
I think a bit of resentment's natural
yeah,
there.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I love that Hank Scorpio episode. I love it.
Yeah, it's okay. It's a great movie.
Yeah, it's good.
And like, yeah, the emotion, like, yeah, same. Beck's trying not to cry so I don't laugh at her. I'm like,
Right. I don't care.
yeah, that's what I said. I still gotta laugh at you. That's fine. That's my prerogative.
But yeah, it's definitely a good movie. Like, Stays movie, because I've only seen it once, and I remembered like 90% of it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like my issue is it. Well, my problem. I'm talking to Dylan about it. Like the Galatea at the end, she broke the first law
Yes.
of robots.
Yes,
That's
yes,
right.
yes.
The very first law, and she broke it. I'm like, she's not special. No. Not like even Andrew would have been able to do that because they're just programmed into their brains. Even though he has personality, blah blah blah. She shouldn't have been able to just unplug that,
Yes.
cause death, cause harm to a human.
But is it harm? Would be the argument. If it's
Yes,
their
but she
wish
knows
and-
she will die. It
But-
will cause them harm.
Is
But it depends if laws are passed as well, because if there's a assisted suicide
Yeah,
law
100%.
where she has power of attorney and she tells that person, it's not going against the law because it might be bringing her harm, but it's been her request.
And is she healthy?
That's
kind of
right. You
thing?
can argue
Like,
that there's more harm in leaving her alive. Like, let's, if we want to get into the whole actual argument, like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a human argument. That's not the robot what they've been
Logic.
programmed to. Yeah,
Yeah.
the
It's
robot
more-
logic thing.
It's either
That's what
1
they're
or a 0.
And it's,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, but that was only my only
yes,
little
I
moment.
love how much he hates her.
Oh yes,
Like, just detests that girl.
yes.
Just
like-
every like turn her off. Yeah. Like, man.
I was like,
drill.
where's the drill?
Yeah,
Where's
yeah.
the drill?
Oh, so good. Like, it's the little bits of that make the family comedy bit. But
And I say it every time I watch this, or not this, but every time I see Lake Placid.
Ah.
God damn, I love Oliver Platt.
He's great in everything.
such a good actor.
Fantastic.
In
Such a good
everything.
actor.
Big
I haven't
fan.
seen him much recently for a
Nah.
while, but he's still working because
Yeah.
I thought he may have been cancelled. I'm like, well, I haven't seen Oliver Platt in a while. What's
he's
going
just
on? But he's excellent.
fat and old now.
Yeah.
Like, he was always fat. But That he was always limited.
Oh, how bad was his old mate?
Oh,
Oh shit! It looked
His
like
performance
looked
too,
like the
man.
Emperor.
yes.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It was like, oh, the dad's like, so you just get pale and droopy when you get old, or okay, yeah.
Spoilers in case you didn't watch it. You know what I loved? The
When he died.
that he doesn't quite see it.
Yeah.
I like that kind of an ending,
Yes.
right?
Okay,
He
you
gets
need
it.
it?
Yes,
Do
right.
you need it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets it, but he doesn't. It's the Rocky ending, you know?
Just and his little quips, the little snide remarks, just so good. When he starts telling these jokes, there's some bloody good jokes there too.
Well, the timing and genius of Robin Williams puts it over the edge.
Yes.
Right? Not many people, I think. The story would have been interesting and good, but he does lift it.
He brings so
than
much
what-
to it.
than
He
what it
brings
could
so
have been.
much to it.
But yeah, it's just a good movie. I don't like, but it doesn't seem to have that high of a rating on Stars.
Yeah.
7.7 was it? That's not pretty
It's
good.
like 6 something.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah. And like, again, it's very long and it's very schmaltzy.
Yes.
But I don't know. It is what it is.
It's a good movie.
Like, yeah, I would love to see a hard sci-fi version of the story.
Especially Asimov story.
Yes, yeah, like
Yeah.
you know, I would like to see what you could do with it all. But I had enough there. Like all the him building, like the first judge that knocks him back is like, "Oi, you got one of my livers, bitch."
Yeah. Even then, there's like, it's like a 2-minute meeting. They don't. There's a big old council, but he's the only. They don't
Yeah.
confer. They don't talk it out. They're just
They've
like,
decided
shit.
already.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what it's like. I thank you for your like. That was
one.
Yeah.
That's probably the line of the movie.
Yeah.
One thanks you. And you're like, oh.
You don't see me as that. Even Stephen Root's character, he's only a small character, but
So good.
he brings it every time. That
Yes,
guy. It
yes.
doesn't matter what he's in. I even heard someone talk about that on a podcast, like News Radio. Like there was the difference between him and Jimmy Dye. He brought shit. Like you could tell when he was Stephen, and you could tell when he was even off the screen. Like he just brings, and it's the same in Barry. I know you don't watch Barry, but the character that he plays in Barry is sensational.
Oh, here's the best thing of the couple episodes I watched.
Yeah, he definitely is.
I just couldn't cop sad sack Bill Hader.
Yeah, his missus is annoying in it too.
Bro.
Henry Winkler's great though.
Ratings?
Oh, it's a hard one to rate.
TBA.
I was
'cause
going
didn't
between
watch
like
it, Dylan, I'm
5 and
sorry.
a 7.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna go with 6.5.
Yeah, I think I probably gotta get 6.
Yeah, 6.5.
And like that sounds lower than it probably. I
That's
enjoy
why-
it more than that.
yeah,
but
that's why
7
it's-
doesn't seem quite right.
no. Well,
I'm just
it's a
gonna-
6.9 on IMDb, so there you go. That's
I'm
probably
just gonna give it 7.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was very conflicted because, yeah, like I was disappointed by how fluffy it was.
Yes.
Because I just from when I watched it as a kid, I just remembered all the cool sci-fi
Yeah,
robot
yeah.
like ethical question stuff, and that's what I really liked.
Yes.
I did like the presentation at the start. Never do that again.
So yeah, I'm not sure. Especially the story. Remember how good the story was. Probably go to 7 just for the effects in the movie.
The opening title sequence where he's getting
So
made,
cool.
and all the names were moving with the moving parts. That was great.
Yeah, it's
very-
a hard movie to
Very
judge.
Terminator like opening credits with the thing being made.
Oh, not the music.
Because it's good. But yeah, sometimes it doesn't go as hard as you want.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's
wanted
got
to
some,
see some sex.
some creepy sex stuff.
Well, what is that? What he said too?
Yeah.
What'd you call that move? Like you creepy android banger.
It's the best.
God. All right,
Dave,
David.
Me.
what
what do you got, boy?
do you got for
I'm
us?
stuck between 2 movies, to be honest.
Okay,
Flip a coin.
okay, we'll just sit here and wait for you to decide, and then
You want a coin, Dave?
you can decide.
I think I may need a coin.
Oh.
So
Well, okay, one of them... I'll tell you what one of them is,
Okay.
which is Evangelion, the remake movie. How many of you have seen it?
I haven't seen
I've seen it. 1.11.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
my
I've seen
problem is, like, it's sort of a remake and not a
Oh, it's nothing
standalone
new?
movie.
Yeah, because there's this part. It doesn't finish
Yeah.
and it adds more when it gets to like 4-4.
Okay.
But
I've seen one of the movies. I'm just not sure which one it is because they freaking make a million.
Yeah, because there's 4. There's 4 in total.
Okay.
So, Tails is Eva.
But heads is my alternative.
Eva.
Looks like it's Evangelion.
Hey,
What was the other one?
Robot and Frank.
what is that?
It's a 2012 movie.
Oh, I know that movie. Yeah, we're
Yeah.
watching Eva.
Okay. Yeah, so Neon Genesis Evangelion 1.11.
It's on Netflix now.
I think it's You're Not Alone or the
Yeah,
underpinning
whatever.
thing. But yeah,
Anybody not seen Eva?
I don't think I've seen that one. I used to watch the series. I don't think I've seen the movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen the movie.
Okay, but
yeah,
you
the
guys
remake
seen
movie
show?
is good.
Okay.
It's
Show's
entertaining.
excellent. That's why I
Yeah.
never when the movies first started, I was like, I'll wait till they're all over to watch them because what's the point of watching?
Yeah.
Like I didn't, when I wasn't sure when I'd get the next part sort of thing.
Okay. So
And then when it came out, I was like, I just don't care.
Yeah, well, the original movies were actually like supposed to be the last 2 episodes
Yes.
of the TV series, and we just got like a shoddy
Yes.
episode 25, 26.
I love it. I like the way it is.
So this movie, is it like a full remake or is it like a compilation movie?
It's a remake.
It's
Yeah.
sort of remake.
It's redone.
Where does
Everything's
it-
been redone.
It's like Final Fantasy.
Where does it sort of stop? Before Oscar? Is that what the first one is? Do you get Oscar in the first one?
Oscar's in it.
Oh, okay.
I think I forget when it ends. To be honest, that's why I need to rewatch it
Yeah,
because
maybe
I haven't
her
watched
first
4.
battle? 'Cause I would, if 4 movies are just in my head, I'm trying.
well,
where
no,
would you
the,
cut
like the
it?
4th one, they expand. They go. They go
Yeah,
fast.
like even from 3, and you
Yeah,
start
they-
to get elements in 2. But yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
just goes
a
through.
remake.
Don't worry,
They
you don't
add
need to
stuff
worry
while we
about
keep
it.
going.
I want to watch Robot and Frank. You wanna watch Robot and Frank? That's all
It
right.
was Robot and Frank.
Franklin.
It's
In the near future, an ex-jewel thief receives a gift from his son, a robot butler programmed to look after him. But the 2 companions try their luck as a heist team, and he's getting dementia. It's got
yeah.
Peter Skarsgård, Susan Sarandon, Liv Tyler, James Marsden. It's got 7 out of 10. Looks all right. I might check that one out anyway.
Evangelion.
Evangelion.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Gundam, but creepy.
Something different. Something different.
Very creepy.
Evangelion,
It rules.
excellent. I love Evangelion.
Redone.
Not enough silence in it.
Not enough of what?
Does it have the theme song?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh
Oh no, not that. Not that.
Oh,
I don't think so. I don't think so.
It's done.
Because that's a
Then at least have
TV,
Fly
that's
Me
a
to the Moon
TV
in the end.
intro. You know, you can't-
Very sorry to anyone that had that on their stereo and your dog just went mental.
just for reference, Jason threw his. Who's that? Is that Steve Austin?
Steve Austin.
Threw
my
his
dog
little,
toy.
his squishy,
Oh,
Steve Austin.
it
at
might
the
have it
table.
in it because I haven't watched it for
Better
a
have
while.
it. I'll just be doing it
You
myself otherwise when I watch
Just
it.
play the first half of the play the TV intro
Hey.
and then watch the movie.
Oh, jeez.
Nah, it's all in me head.
Yeah,
Sure is.
I get the job done.
that's that. Yeah, I do that too.
Not enough, evidently.
Okay, Evangelion it is.
Yes, alrighty. I think that wraps us up for this week.
That doesn't.
I guess so.
Oh, okay. Well, please continue, Dave.
What else you got, Dave?
What do you got? What do you got for me?
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, thank you for stopping the show for that.
Jackass.
Thank you.
Anybody gonna watch Paper Girls? That started this week on Amazon.
What's that?
It's a Brian K. Vaughan comic book.
Okay.
Oh,
Everyone's gonna say it ripped off Stranger
Yes.
Things, despite the fact that it came out first as a comic book.
yes.
It's not cool to read, man.
It's
Just watch things and know stuff.
That's right.
it's sort of it's now and then, but fun.
What's now and
Is
then?
that apt?
I haven't. That's like the reference. I'm popping for the reference.
What's now and then?
The movie, shitty movie. It's a chick.
It's a girls' coming of age movie.
Yeah.
Came out in the
What,
90s.
Rosie O'Donnell and
Yeah,
shit?
yeah.
You have, it's half
such
of
a
it is
bad
them as
movie.
teenagers, and then half of it is them as
Oh,
adults.
it's so
Oh,
bad.
okay.
And like Christina Ricci
Yeah.
and
Oh.
Rosie O'Donnell, and
Christina Ricci as a kid, or as,
Yeah.
as an adult.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they play the same person.
No.
But
No.
It's definitely not Rosie O'Donnell as a kid.
as the girl from My Girl in it,
Because, yeah, it is.
whatever her name was.
It's good. It's pretty good for what it is.
I don't think
I like myself Christina Ricci at the time.
That's, yeah, but... Yeah.
I wouldn't want.
Do it without Rosie
but
O'Donnell.
yes, but it's the same deal. It's like the girls go to the future and have to find
It's
themselves.
like the travelling pants.
Oh.
So not exactly the same.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah,
I understand.
It's like Freaky Friday.
I just like the reference.
It's not.
You're welcome, people out there.
God damn. If you're
Go
still-
and you
For you
get.
now and then fans, we got you back.
For you now and then and Cop and a Half fans, we got you.
Alrighty, give us a like, Subscribe if you like the show.
Tell a friend.
Subscribe if you don't.
Yeah.
Enjoyment
There
is
you
not my
go.
problem.
Yeah, subscribe if you don't like the show. If you hate it, please subscribe.
Oh yeah,
That's probably
I like
more
some
people-
hate watching.
That's probably more people hating the show than liking
That's
it.
the old Howard Stern.
That's how we get more.
That's the old Howard Stern thing. People that hated him listened longer because they want to hear what he had to say.
Tell us
next.
how much you hate me, and I'm not going to read it anyway. So.
I'll read it and tell him.
Rate us on Spotify as well. That'll be
We got-
greatly
we got,
appreciated.
like double dig now in Spotify ratings. Yeah, so thank you, peeps. Appreciate that.
Awesome.
How many of me yours?
No, you can only
Once?
and you have to have listened to it as well. Yeah, you can't just go on and like it and review. So appreciate you, 14 people out there that have done that.
Hey, awesome. Okay, join us again next week. We will have more rambling for you.
Rambling,
Don't worry.
gambling,
Evangelion.
man.
So nobody watched more Resident Evil this week? Come on, sad.
No, thank you.
Yeah, goddamn. All
All right.
Somebody else did.
See you guys.
Ciao.
Oh, my ass.
What the hell's up with